Hey, everybody, just Matt Johnson coming to you because we have a verdict in that case that I've been following out of Alaska. This is the case against Zarrius Hildabrand, accused of murdering his wife, who was Saria Hildabrand. This happened in Alaska in August 2023. He's facing several charges that the jury is considering, including first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and tampering with evidence. As you know, if you've been following the case, prosecutors say the U.S. Army soldier Zarrius shot his wife in the head after a night of heavy drinking, after celebrating his 21st birthday, after she allegedly discovered that he was having an affair through text messages. Now, his defense has been saying that the defendant testified that he didn't kill his wife, that he discovered her dead after waking up from a nap. He admitted to the affair on the stand, and he admitted to hiding her body. It looks like that the jury has reached a verdict after nearly 10 hours, something like that. Let's watch it together, shall we?
State of Alaska versus Zarrius Hildabrand. We, the jury, find the defendant Zarrius Hildabrand not guilty of murder in the first degree as charged in count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant Zarrius Hildabrand guilty of a lesser included offense of murder in the second degree as charged in count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant Zarrius Hildabrand guilty of murder in the second degree as charged in count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant Zarrius Hildabrand guilty of tampering with physical evidence as charged in count 3. We, the jury, find the defendant Zarrius Hildabrand guilty of tampering with physical evidence as charged in count 4. Thank you. Does either party wish to have the jury polled?
No. No, Judge.
All right, thank you. I want to thank all of you for your service. This has been a long trial, a difficult trial in many ways. As I think I've noted before, you all were actively participating. I would keep an eye on you to make sure that everyone's still engaged and know that this is a long process, a difficult process, and you all took it very seriously. And we're active participants, and I appreciate that. I want to thank you on behalf of the court system and the state for your service. You are all excused at this point. Often the attorneys like an opportunity to chat with you. If you're willing to stick around, you do not need to stick around. You're not obligated to do that at all. But if you want to, they may come down and chat with you if you're willing to stick around. I will come down and thank you again and then ask for any feedback that you have for how we can make things work smoother for you. But again, you don't have to stick around for that. So you've all completed your service. You're free to discuss the case at this point. And thank you very much. You're excused.
Victim's mom right there in the foreground, weeping, covering her eyes, wiping away tears. She was one of the first witnesses to testify, take the stand. I was part of that coverage for Court TV as it happened.
Thank you. Please be seated. As the parties understand, sentencing is put out sometime for a pre-sentence report. I have 2 potential dates, October 20th at 2 p.m. or October 23rd at 10 a.m.
So it looks like we have an October date. And the reason why that, I was reading some of your comments in there. The reason why it's so far out, yes, we're in the summer season, but what they need to do is, I believe he's a first-time offender. He was military. So they're going to have to do a pre-sentencing report and evaluation. Plus, they're going to have to get everybody, their P's and Q's in order, everybody that is going to testify on that day. And I think the defense kind of indicated that there was going to be a lengthy day of testimony. So they're probably going to put forth witness statements, maybe from his mother, like we heard. Probably a state of elocution from this defendant, now a convicted killer, and maybe from some experts talking about the trauma in his life that he may or may not have experienced leading up to this act of violence and ending someone's life. So I don't know, but that's what we could hear. I did want to share with you a little bit of his testimony.
Did you have specialized training with handguns?
I did not.
Did she?
I don't know what you consider specialized training, but I never qualified with a handgun and she did.
She did?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of your testimony. You were asked probably no fewer than 15 times the emotions you were feeling after you found your wife dead and dumped her body. You described deception, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You described guilt.
Yes, ma'am.
You described disgust.
Yes, ma'am.
You described shame.
Yes, ma'am.
You described anger at yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
You described betrayal.
Yes, ma'am.
You described fear,
Yes, ma'am.
substantial fear.
Yes, ma'am.
You described stress.
Yes, ma'am.
You described exhaustion.
Yes, ma'am.
In all of the times you were asked, you never once said grief, did you?
I did not, but I did say loss.
Okay. You never said sadness, did you?
I said emptiness.
Okay. You testified that you went through this elaborate lie of your wife being missing and telling everybody that she was missing because otherwise people would assume the worst.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the worst?
The situation I'm in now.
What is the worst?
Going to jail.
That was a bit of this defendant's testimony. He was on the stand for quite a while, just trying to explain what his defense attorney told this jury during opening statements, that he didn't commit the murder, that he became very worried and scared, and that he went and bought the trash can and all the cleaning supplies because he was panicked and tried to clean up the mess. So here is the prosecutor. Again, I'm going to share my screen.
This is where he is scoping out already early in the morning after he's killed her where to hide the body. And that's how you know that this is intentional. When normal people wake up and to the situation that the defendant says he found himself in, they don't assume that people are going to think they did it unless they did it. That's not a normal assumption. Normal people are going to say, oh my God, what happened? Let me try and save her. Let me call 911. He didn't. He's taking all of these steps to clean up. And at 2:00 in the afternoon, he is already looking for and finding the place that he's going to dump her body.
So now let's hear from the defense and what theory they put forward before the jury went back to the jury room.
The evidence in this case has shown that these are the three plausible manners of death that could explain how Miss Saria Hildabrand passed away. Homicide, suicide, and accident. At the beginning of this case, I told you, this case involves the tragedy of a young woman's life being lost to an accident and the story of a scared young man. You've now heard all of the evidence in this case, and I submit to you that it is reasonable to believe that Saria's death was an accident. An accident that was not caused by Mr. Hildabrand, but unfortunately by Saria herself. And because there is reasonable doubt in this case about the manner of Saria's death, there is reasonable doubt to every theory of homicide that the government has presented you with, from intentional murder to criminally negligent homicide. There is reasonable doubt about the element of causation. Every one of those theories, murder one, murder two, manslaughter, and criminally negligent homicide, all require you to find as a jury that the government has shown through proof beyond a reasonable doubt that Mr. Hildabrand caused the death of Mrs. Hildabrand. And I submit to you, there is doubt about cause because there is doubt about manner. What is reasonable doubt?
Okay, let's just end that there. Clearly there wasn't. He is a convicted killer. He murdered his wife. So they were both in the military, and Zarrius Hildabrand is now convicted, second-degree murder and tampering with evidence of killing his beautiful wife, Saria Hildabrand. And according to prosecutors, it was all after celebrating his birthday after a heavy night of drinking, and she discovered text messages that revealed that he was having an affair. Thank you for being here for this verdict coverage. Again, I like to cover these live events with you when I can. Thank you for the love and support that you've shown the channel. It's grown quite a bit. I'm getting close to that 50,000 subscribers mark. And then also, I'm going to have a special episode air tonight that I'm putting together of Mackenzie Sharilla and the latest with her, and how she's not taking the news well behind bars, that the Ohio Supreme Court denied any possibility for a retrial or a new trial. So she's pretty upset, and I'm going to talk about it tonight. So take care of yourself. Thank you for being here. Please hit the hype. I heard that that's a thing to do, and it helps out the channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.